of the collapse. Because, let's put it this way. David Price threw in the outfield at Yankee Stadium and went back to the Red Sox dugout, kind of grabbing at his shoulder and looking like he was in obvious discomfort. All right? I don't think David Price is coming back. All right?
I don't either.
Now, can you really expect someone like Doug Fister, who is a journeyman, and who I'll give him credit, pitched very well against the Yankees on Friday night, pitched a great game. I still don't know how he's doing it, but sometimes you can't say that he's going to be the guy,
right? But sometimes journeymen have that moment. I think of Brian Doyle.
Yeah, second base back in the 70s.
I was going to call him Brian Doyle Murray, but that's
a different guy.
That's Bill Murray's brother.
Yes, different
guy. Who's on SNL.
No baseball talent at all, Brian Doyle Murray.
Caddyshack. You co-wrote Caddyshack.
Well, yeah, golf. That's golf, not baseball.
I know. But I was thinking of him because Brian Doyle had a great
MVP.
Yeah,
MVP of what was it, 78 World Series, I think it was. Or American League Championship Series,
one
maybe.
Of them. I know he played well.
Well, actually, no, he didn't win the MVP.
He should have.
But he could have. He hit like 400 in the series.
They gave it to Bucky, I think.
Yeah. But, you're talking about a guy who had his couple of weeks.
Right.
But it's different with pitchers. I mean, it's you don't all of a sudden learn how to pitch in a playoff race.
Right.
It doesn't work that way.
No.
But, again, Doug Fister, great outing. Chris Sale, last night, not so great. This is a guy who Red Sox fans have been screaming, oh, he's a Cy Young. He's awesome. Nobody can beat him. Yeah, you know what his record against the Yankees is, this supposed Cy Young candidate? 0-3.
Not good.
Not good. Luis Severino outpitched Chris Sale last night. There is no disputing that. 1 run on 2 hits. And the only run that scored was because of an error and a pass ball.
Right.
So that was a gift. Here you go, Red Sox. Here. We don't need the shutout. Here you go. Have a run.
They should have.
Feel good about yourselves.
The Yankees could have had a shutout last night.
Then the Red Sox got a run late.
Yeah.
But the key inning was the 6th inning.
Right.
And the key play. I mean, this is how we were very close to going into the 7th inning 3-1. Right. And I don't know if you saw the play.
I did.
Gary Sanchez, because Gary Sanchez hustled, and I wish Robinson Cano would learn this at some point, but because Gary Sanchez busted his butt down the line, and he beat the throw to first by a hair.
Right.
Just a hair. That's all he needed. One of the hairs on my brother's head. Just beat it by that much, and that kept the inning going. And that kept the bases loaded, and that made the score 4-1 because a run scored on that play. And
you're right. If it was someone like a Robinson Cano who doesn't like to run out,
who's not, he doesn't. He's never been known as a guy who busts his butt out of the box. Gary Sanchez not the fastest guy in the world, but he was fast enough on that play.
Yep.
And like I said, that made it 4-1. So that means Starlin Castro comes up, and what does he do? He slices a double down the right field line, clears the bases. That makes it 7-1. Then Aaron Judge comes up and hits a bomb.
Yeah.
469 feet. I still don't know where it landed. I couldn't tell in the shot from the game, and I've seen the replay 4 or 5 times. I have no idea where the ball landed. All I know is it was really far away, but you couldn't tell. They needed to circle the ball or do something with it.
In that courthouse. That's
469 feet.
Right.
So I'm not going to sit here and say Aaron Judge is back because that's his first home run in like 15 days or something.
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
He's had his rough patch.
He's definitely hit a little bit of, but you know what? He still leads the American League in home runs.
Really?
Everybody's talking about this kid like, oh, he's having such a bad second half. He's terrible. He's this. Is he hurt? Whatever. And like I've mentioned a couple of times, he's been wearing the ice pack on his left shoulder after games for a long time now, but he still leads the American League in home runs.
Wow.
So
I didn't know that.
He had to be doing something right in the first half. And again, I'm going to point this out. He's a rookie. So let's not put everything on his shoulders. I know he's a big guy.
But the thing about him is when someone becomes that person, even if he's too young, which he might be, or not be, who knows. Jeter stepped into it right away.
Jeter had that mindset, and I think Judge has the mindset.
So,
but I still think that Judge is not letting on how much his shoulder hurts.
Well, he's got to figure that out. You don't want to ruin your career over.
Well, I don't think it's going to ruin his career or anything like that. It's just I think when the off season comes and he has a chance to rest it and have it heal up, I think that's what's going to be. But that's like Jeter was. Jeter was always like people would ask him after games, "Oh, are you hurt? He got hit by a pitch. Oh, how's your hand?" Oh, it's fine. And it got to the point later in his career where he would look at guys who he knew covered the beat. He goes, "Why are you asking me that? You know what the answer's going to be."
Yeah, but
and it was like, yeah, all right.
He was also out fine. He was also out for a long period of time too. At one point,
well, because he got the slide at third base. He broke his ankle or whatever.
Right, but it looked like a regular slide. It doesn't like it was
except for the part where Jeter was rolling around on the ground.
Well, yeah,
oh my God, my ankle.
Different. So 3 out of 4 is not bad for a team that's only in second place, and we'll see what happens.
Well, that's what they needed. They needed at least 3 out of 4. They needed to pick up a couple games because if the Red Sox would have won 3 out of 4, then the Yankees right now would be looking at 7.5 games with 26 left. And even I would be forced to say, you know what, it's not happening.
Well, they would be behind Baltimore because Baltimore right now is very close in the wild card games back thing because that's part of the Major League standings now.
Right.
That matter of fact, them and the Angels. Or they and the Angels, I should say, are tied at 1.5 games. So right now, if the playoffs were to start tomorrow or today,
well, yeah, the Orioles and the Angels are 1.5 games behind the Twins. That's for the second spot.
Right.
But the Yankees are 2 games ahead of the Twins. So the Yankees have a little bit of a cushion. It would be nice if it was maybe 3 or 4 games as opposed to 2.
It would be Boston, Yankees, Cleveland, Minnesota, and Houston.
And Cleveland's hot right now. Cleveland's won like 11 in a row. So they're
Houston,
on a roll.
Houston hosted the Mets this weekend. I'll be honest with you,
the Mets.
It was a horrible, horrible series for the Mets. But I wasn't sure if they should be playing baseball that quickly after.
You have to.
After the giant hurricane that went through.
You have to because the waters are receding. Obviously,
actually, you know what? The stadium was pretty full.
Yeah,
I was very shocked.
I mean, let's put it this way. I certainly, your heart goes out to the people in Houston, especially the ones who are still dealing with the water and all the stuff.
For a long time.
Yeah, because in a lot of places the waters are still there, and it's not going away for at least a week or two.
50 inches of rain.
In places. Yeah, I mean, and most of the places in that area got at least 3 feet of rain.
Yeah, which
is
incredible.
just nuts.
Yeah.
But you need to get it's like it was like after 9/11.
Yeah.
You need to get back to normal because you need to give people something to look forward to.
I know that. And actually, if you think about it, it was about a week. So
it was a week.
So I guess so. But it just seems like it's such a it's so like this the right time to do it?
It has to be.
And if it was in August, I wouldn't have thought about it as much. I guess because you could move those games around. Anyway, we're going to take a break right now, brother. We're going to talk more. Well, let's not talk about the Mets. We'll just say this. Matt Harvey might not be on many people's free agent list in 2018.
Well, we'll finish with the Yankees. We'll talk about the Mets when we get back.
We're going to take a break. You're listening to From the Press Box right here at our new time, 9 to 10 every Monday, right here on WHPC, streaming at the iHeartRadio app. If you'd like to make a comment or question, give us a call, 516-572-7440.
Okay. Yo. Tell your friends about the Nassau Morning Madhouse. Hear what you're missing.
Check it out.
We found something out I'm shocked about. Brandon, you get pedicure?
Yes, of course. My feet are always getting wet and dried up in the socks and stuff like that.
First of all, I just want to put this in perspective. I cut my toenails once a year.
I've been wanting to get a manicure, but I will feel weird to just go by myself. So maybe we can try it out. We
you guys go together. That's a no.
Not a shot.
Really? You wouldn't go?
No,
Mike, I'll take you up on that.
There you go.
There we
2
go.
guys, no more than that.
No more than that.
No.
Okay.
If I were to do that, I'd want it to be a big group of guys.
Yeah,
why not?
It's like all march in there. Just
Let's
we're
all
here
march
for the
in there and be like,
pedicures.
3, 5, 4, pump. I'm here to get my nails done.
Yeah, testosterone.
Nassau Morning Madhouse. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9. On the voice of Nassau Community College.
90.3 WHPC.
Shake off the realities of the day, broaden your musical horizons, and embrace the diversity every Monday afternoon at 5 on Revelations on 90.3 WHPC. The show offers a potently unique collection of music with an emphasis on themes and rock rarities, an occasional tour de force of blues and soul, mixed with compelling sets of folk and folk rock. I'm Steve K, and I've got the perfect soundtrack for your drive home every Monday afternoon at 5 on Revelations, right here on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
Answer me! Who taught you to listen to Radio Rumble at 12 p.m. on Saturday afternoons?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
I'd
buy that for $1.
The Radio Rumble has it all.
Humanity will suffer with me.
Movie reviews.
No kind of Sanders, you're wrong.
Sports talk.
Hi, sports fans. I'm Doug Frisch-Preed.
Awesome music.
Excellent!
So listen, Saturday afternoons at 12 p.m. for The Radio Rumble on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC.
I learned it by watching you.
We're back here on From the Press Box. I'm Rob Leonard. Of course, with me is award-winning sports writer Tim Leonard.
How you doing?
Our new time is now 9 to 10 every Monday instead of 10 to 11. Big Ed will be coming on at 10 o'clock.
Big Ed.
Doing the Big Ed
walking
Good
into the
Gold
studio.
show, which we all love, playing the songs that radio doesn't play anymore, though they used to play them only a few years ago.
We play them.
We play them here. Anyway, what else you want to add about the Yankees? Because, we're already halfway through the show.
Well, just quickly, CC Sabathia
Okay.
pitched a very strong game on Thursday, and I think that for the Yankees, if you're starting to think about next year a little bit, which really is the Yankees are always thinking about what's ahead. I think you really need to consider CC Sabathia for a deal next year. A 1 year, just because he's out of contract this year, and you're looking at CC and Masahiro Tanaka as being, Tanaka can opt out of his deal,
right?
And the Yankees have already said that they're not going to go chase him hard. It's going to be, look, we already have you under contract, and yeah, you can opt out, but we're not really going to make a much better offer because he's still got the elbow, and
sure,
it's you don't know when that thing is going to go, but.
I think CC is going to either get a nice, big, fat 1 year deal, or maybe he prefers a 2 year deal with less money. But as long as it's sort of guaranteed where he's around. That's what I personally, I would do the 2 year deal.
Well, I mean, the problem is with CC, and I'll throw it out there. The problem is Bartolo Colon. Because Bartolo Colon signed that ridiculous contract with the Braves.
Right.
That was, I don't even remember what the terms were, but he got something like, what was it, 2 years, $26 million or something like that?
No, it wasn't $26 million.
He got almost $13 million a year. It was crazy.
No.
Look that up on the computer. Check that out. But he got a ridiculous number. And I think that if you're CC, that's probably around the target you're going to look at. And if I'm the Yankees, I have to look at CC's next contract as 1 year, $11 million.
What site?
$10 million.
Any particular site?
Just type in Google like CC or Bartolo Colon Braves contract. And if I'm the Yankees, I need to try to keep that number as low as possible. CC's coming off a contract where for a while he was the highest paid pitcher in baseball. So. I'm not asking him to pitch for, let's say, $5 million when I know he could get at least 10 from somebody. But I think that he should give the Yankees the hometown discount, so to speak, even though he's from, California. And I'm sure he'd like to go back and pitch for whether it's the Angels or the Athletics.
According to ESPN.com.
Yeah, what do you got?
Back, Adam Rubin wrote this back in November, 12.5 for 1 year.
Yeah, there you go. So I think that's what, if you're CC, that's probably around the target that you're looking at is, all right, if that's what Bartolo got, That's pretty much what I'm looking for. Especially since, I mean, it's taken him a while, but he finally has learned how to pitch. And he doesn't rely on the fastball. And he's getting guys out now. He's become a very reliable guy with location.
My problem with CeCe is that he's been hurt too much.
Not that recently. I mean,
yeah, but even
he's
so.
got the knee. But that's why you go 1 year deal.
Right,
because,
but he got so much money over those years.
I know, but he's not. I mean, that's not going to be